Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Sonia Luthra and I am your expert trainer for IELTS on Unacademy platform. My name is Sonia Luthra and I am your expert trainer for IELTS on Unacademy platform. Whosoever has joined this session, could you please quickly say hi to me so that I know you people are here? So a lot of you, when you start preparing for the exam, have this question in your mind, whether you should sit for general IELTS exam or you should sit for the academic one. So in today's session we are going to discuss what is the difference between general training exam and like who should take general training exam and who are the learners should be taking the IELTS academic exam, right? So yeah, that's it about like today's session. So let's quickly get started with it. As I told you, the main topic of today's session is going to be about Hi Harish, good evening. So today specifically we are going to talk about academic IELTS versus general IELTS, right? How many of you still have this confusion that what exam you should appear for and what is the difference between academic and general IELTS? Is there anyone who still feels or still doesn't know about the difference between these exams? Even if you are somebody who doesn't know, I will make sure that after today's session, all the doubts that you have related to the difference between general IELTS and academic IELTS will be kind of, cleared. So let's get started. Let's talk about the IELTS academic test first. So this particular test is taken by the students. The test basically features the use of academic English covering topics that are usually taught in schools and other academic institutions. This is perfect for students and college goers and can also be used for some registration purposes. So generally, when it comes to your academic test, if I talk about the topics, or I would say the passages which are taken in your reading module, are something which is taken from the subjects that are taught in schools and other academic institutions, and generally the students who are looking forward for any kind of higher or further studies in abroad is the set of people who should appear for the IELTS academic test. When it comes to the general training exam, the general training exam features the conversational English. Like, please understand, there are two words that we are mainly going to focus. One is academic English. Another one is conversational English. So academic English means the kind of language which is generally used in schools and academic institutions, and conversational English means the language that we use in our day-to-day life while we are talking to the other people in a native country, right? So in general training exam, generally the language which will be used in your reading modules, or I would say the writing questions, would more of be a conversational English instead of academic English. Like, as I told you, the conversational English specifically for social and professional environment and contains information related to general topics, perfect for the working professionals and immigrants. So generally, the general training exam is taken by the set of people who are looking to migrate from one country to another permanently, or they are working professionals and looking for work visa. So all in all, academic IELTS is taken by the students who are looking forward for a student visa, and the general training is taken by the students who are looking for a PR, like permanent residency in any country, and if you are somebody who's looking for work visa. Understood? So this is the major difference that you have to keep in your mind when you are choosing your exam, because if you choose the wrong exam, it might lead you to definitely few consequences that you don't want to be in, right? It would lead you to a place that you don't want to be, because definitely the cost of exam is 15,000, which is too much. And I don't really want any of the student to choose a wrong type of exam. So any doubt around like what exam you should choose? The first thing first, whenever we start preparing for the exam, we should be very much clear that which exam is beneficial for me as per the purpose I am going to a different country, right? If the purpose is clear, if you're going for further studies or higher studies, go for academic test. If you are going for a permanent residency, if you are an immigrant, or if you are going as a working professional for a work visa, then go for the general training exam. So that was all in all the entire summary of which exam you should book for yourself, right? However, the modules when it comes to the academic IELTS as well as general IELTS are absolutely same. You would have the 4 modules, which are, let me quickly write it for you here. So it's gonna be listening, reading, writing, and speaking. These are the 4 modules which you can expect in your IELTS exam, irrespective of the fact whether it is an academic test or it is a general test, right? Out of these 4, modules, when it comes to listening and speaking, these 2 modules are absolutely same for academic as well as general training. There is no difference at all in listening and speaking module. So basically there are 2 modules in which you can see the difference. One is the reading and the other one is the writing module. Yes, you have heard absolutely correct that out of 4 modules, the 2 modules are absolutely same for academic as well as general training students, but there are 2 on the other hand which are totally different. Okay, so we will be one by one unwrapping the differences of like each of the modules, that what are the differences between reading module in general and I would say academic exam, and then we will move on to the writing exam. So let's get started with the reading exam. So first thing first, the difference in the score. If you look at the academic reading score, the raw score, if you score 35 out of 40, then you get a 8 band. If you get 30 in academic reading, then you get a 7 band. But if you look at the general training exam, you have to score minimum 34 to score 7 band. So yes, that's the difference, which means the general training exam, or I would say the general training students, are expected to get more number of questions right to get a higher band score. And why it's that because generally when it comes to a general training exam, the language used in the passages is quite easy in comparison to the academic reading, as we just have discussed like 2 to 3 minutes earlier, that when it comes to academic reading or I would say academic exam, the language that is used is something which are generally used in your schools or any kind of educational institutions. But in general training, the language is our day-to-day conversational language, which you might use in a professional environment or while you are moving, might say in a market. So in general training, definitely the language is easy and the level of exam becomes a little easy due to the vocabulary used in it, and that is why you have to get more number of questions correct to get a higher band score. So now let's quickly move on to what is academic reading, like what is the difference between academic and general reading. First thing first, I've already told you the score. You have to score a high, like you have to get more number of questions correct if you are looking for 7 or above bands in general training in comparison to the academic reading. क्योंकि academic reading थोड़ा सा difficult होता है, और वो difficult क्यों होता है? वो डिफिकल्ट इसलिए होता है क्योंकि वहां पे जो वोकैबुलरी यूज होती है, जो पैसेजेस लिए जाते हैं, वो जनरली एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशन, स्कूल्स और जर्नल से लिए जाते हैं जिनकी लैंग्वेज थोड़ी सी टफ होती है. So let's see the difference. The main difference between IELTS reading and academic and general test formats is that the former contains 3 long tests, which means when it comes to IELTS reading, like if you know the basic pattern of your reading module, you have 3 passages, right? Section number 1, you have section number 2, and you have section number 3, right? When it comes to academic, you have 1 passage here, 1 passage here, 1 passage here, which is like a lengthy one. When it comes to GT, you have 2 small passages here, 1 to 2 small passages here, and 1 lengthy passage here. So at the end of the day, when it comes to general training, you have 4 small passages and 1 lengthy which means in total you have 5 number of passages. But when it comes to academic, you only have 3 passages, 1 passage per section, and each one of them is very, very lengthy, somewhere around 800 to 900, and sometimes it is 1000 words also. Okay, first difference in general and academic reading is the score. Second, number of passages also differ in when it comes to academic as well as general training reading paper. Next thing, the language. The text which are taken, the passages which are for general, for academic students are generally taken from books, newspapers, educational journals, thesis, right? And like that is largely targeted towards the general audience. However, the general test, the quantity of text increases in parallel to the increase in section number. Section 1 contains the shortest text from various, when it comes to okay, so as I just told you, when it comes to the academic passages, those academic passages are generally taken from thesis, I would say synopsis, educational journals, educational magazines, research papers. But when it comes to general training, the passages are generally taken from brochures, pamphlets, any kind of marketing material, right? So the first 2, I would say, section would have a small piece of passage taken from marketing material, I would say, right? So yeah, that is all about the difference between the reading module in your academic as well as general test. If you have any doubt around this, please raise your query so that I can answer it right now. आप लोग मुझे बता सकते हैं कि क्या, if you have any query, if you there is anything that you would like to know more about the difference between the reading module of general training and academic. Any doubt to anybody? I am repeating myself that there are three differences. One, when it comes to academic module, the number of questions that you get right are less to get a higher band in comparison to general training. Second, number of passages. In academic, you will only have 3 lengthy passages, but in general training, you can have 4 to 5 different passages. In section 1 and section 2, two small passages each of the section. And the section 3 will have 1 lengthy passage, again taken from a newspaper or a such sources. Now, the next difference that we have here is academic writing and general writing. So, as you people are well aware of the fact that when it comes to writing module, you have to solve 2 questions in 60 minutes of time. So, when it comes to academic writing, the task 1 is data interpretation, or I would say report writing, wherein a diagram like line graph, pie chart, table, or a map would be given to you, and you have to look at the picture and describe it in your own language in minimum 150 to maximum 180 words. I'm going to explain the writing task 1 academic once again. In task 1, the applicants, or I would say the exam takers, are required to look at a visual, or I would say pictorial representation. That pictorial representation can be in the form of a line graph, pie chart, map, flow chart, table, and you basically have to describe, or I would say interpret, the data given to you in pictorial form in a report in minimum 150 to maximum 180 words. That's it. When it comes to task 2, definitely the applicants are required to write an essay based on a topic which is again related to academic issue. This should include a point of view, your main idea, the argument, or I would say the problem which needs to be discussed. The essay should be minimum of 250 words and maximum it could go up to 280 or 300 words, right? So again and again I'm telling you that yes, there is a difference between academic writing as well as general training writing. First question in academic is report writing, wherein you will see a picture in short and you have to describe that picture in 150 to 180 words, and by the books it clearly says that you should spend only 20 minutes to solve this question. When it comes to your second question for academic writing, it's an essay writing question, wherein a topic which is related to academic issue will be given to you, and you have to present your view, explain it, justify it with an example, and summarize it in 150, I would say 250 to 280 words maximum. And by the books, you should spend 40 minutes to solve this question. You can go through this particular slide, take 1 minute of time, just quickly go through the slide and let me know if you have any doubt regarding what academic writing module looks like. Then I'll move on to the general training writing module. Okay, I don't think so there has to be any doubt, but when it comes to your general training writing, in your task 1, I mean in the question number 1, the learners or the exam takers are requested to write a formal or informal letter asking for information or explaining a situation, requesting for a favor, or showing some condolences. You should be writing this letter in 150 to 180 words maximum, And again, you should be spending only 20 minutes to write a letter. I will be repeating myself that for general training, the question number 1, which is called as task 1, is a letter writing task, wherein you are requested to write either a formal or an informal letter depending upon the information given to you in the question. And you will be writing for asking a favor, explaining a situation, requesting for some information, maybe paying some condolences to the family of deceased or something like that. And you have to write that letter in only 150 to 180 words maximum. When it comes to the question number 2, which is called as task 2, this is again an essay writing question wherein a topic would be given to you. However, the difference, you will say, ma'am, task 1, like for the academic students also in the task 2, it was an essay writing question. Of course, yes. Task 2 in academic as well as in general training, we both have essay write. Like in both, we do have an essay writing question. However, the topic will differ. The topic on which an academic student will be asked to write an essay would be totally different from the topic on which a general student would be asked to write an essay on. Because again, as I told you, the context differs. When it comes to academic students, the topic which are going to be in an essay writing question is related to an academic issue. But when it comes to general training students, the topic is going to be a general interest topic. Of course, again, this particular essay should include your viewpoint, explanation of the same with justification and example, and in last you have to summarize it. So yeah, that was quite everything that you should know about the general training writing and academic writing module. So all in all, I will be summarizing everything that I have kind of told you in this entire session. So we have two different type of IELTS exams. One is academic and another one is general training. Academic exam is taken by the people who are looking forward to move to a different country as a student. They want to study further. And the general training exam is taken by the people who, or the set of people who like to either migrate or to work or would like to work in a different country. There are many differences when it comes to these two, the pattern of the exams. However, listening and speaking, these two modules are going to remain exactly same for both the tests. Coming to the first difference, which is your reading module. So the reading module have three differences. The first thing first, there is a difference in the way it is, the way you get your scores for academic as well as general. If you want to get a higher band score in general, definitely you have to get more number of questions correct. Both the exam will have 3 sections. However, in academic there are going to be 3 passages, one passage per section, and every passage is going to be a lengthy one. But when it comes to general training reading module, you will again have 3 sections, but the number of passages differ. In section 1 there are going to be 2 small passages. In section 2 also there are going to be 2 small passages, but in the third section there is going to be 1 lengthy passage. The third is of course the material, or I would say the language of the passages. When it comes to the academic passages, they are quite hard because they are quite tough, because the language used here is formal academic based on academic topics. When it comes to general training passages, the vocabulary, the language is going to be easy because the context here is general conversational English or language, like marketing material, brochure, pamphlets, etc. Coming to the writing module, both the exam will have 2 questions, task 1 and task 2. Task 2 for both the exam is same, which is essay writing. However, the topic that you're going to get as an essay writing question is going to be different again. For general training, the question topic is gonna be something of general interest, but when it comes to the academic writing, essay writing, the topic is going to be based on an academic issue. When it comes to academic writing task 1, it is a report writing wherein a pictorial representation, a diagram will be given to you, and you have to describe the diagram in your own language in 150 to 180 words. When it comes to general training writing module task 1, you are expected to write a letter, formal or informal, depending upon the question. So all in all, that was all about your general training versus IELTS training, like academic IELTS exam. Choose your exam wisely. Choose your exam on the basis of the purpose you are moving to a different country, I would say. Just because general training exam is easy, do not fill the exam if you want to go for a study visa. Unnecessarily, you will have to take your academic exam again, so you cannot run away from the academic test. If you are somebody looking to study abroad, academic IELTS, it is for you. Just because general training is easy, do not fill the general training exam. I hope you have got that. Apart from that, if you are somebody who is new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and also like the video if you like it, and share it with your friends. And I would also like to tell you that we on Unacademy platform are starting a new course from January 5th. It is going to be a batch course, and all the 4 modules are going to be covered in this particular batch course. The name of the batch course is Cambridge Rank Booster Batch for IELTS, and trust me, as the name says, this particular course is going to help you boost your score. If you currently are at 5.5, it will definitely take you to 7 or above bands. Like, I will personally be taking care of your reading module, and as you can see the details of all the 4 module classes here on your screen, I will be taking care of your reading module, and the class is going to start from January 5th, 7:30 p.m. We are going to have classes every Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30, like every classes of 1 hour each, and there are going to be total 10 number of classes. Okay. Garima ma'am will be taking care of your writing module, and again the course starts, her course starts on January 5th, and the timing of her classes are 8:45 to 9:45, again 1 hour of class. The remaining 2 modules when it comes to listening and speaking will be taken care by Shama ma'am, Swayam Prabha ma'am, and she takes her classes in the morning time, which is 11 a.m. and her listening class is going to start from 6th of January, and her speaking class is going to start from January 7th. So if you are somebody who has already filled their exam dates or are planning to fill their exam date, trust me, this 1 month crash course is for somebody like you. If you still have doubt, if you still have self-doubt, you still think you have an exam to write in, I would say 15 days, and you're still asking yourself, am I ready for the exam? Trust me, this course is for yourself. Because you people are already paying 15,000 rupees. You have already paid 15,000 to book your exam, and you still are self-doubting. It means that you're not clearly prepared. You still need a push, and this particular 1 month course is going to give you that push wherein you have that self-confidence. Yes, I can get 7+ band, or I can get my required bands, right? Of course, this particular course is a premium course. It's a plus course. So you have to buy a subscription plan to join this course, right? And the subscription fee for 1 month is not that much. You only have to pay rupees 999 for a 1 month of subscription. Let me quickly have a look. See, earlier I tell you the prices for 1 month of course was 6,000 rupees, right? But recently we have kind of changed, or I would say cut down on the prices of the courses. So let me quickly have a look at the new prices, and I'll just go ahead and share it with you in a second. I'll share the prices for Plus as well as Iconic classes with you, that what are the prices of, we only have kind of 1 month or a 3-month course here. So if I talk about, see, we have two different type of subscription, one is Plus and one is Iconic. In Plus subscription, you will only have access to the classes, which means every new batch that starts in that month, or all the classes which are currently going on the platform for like IELTS category, you will have access to everything. But when it comes to Iconic, the extra thing that you get here in Iconic is that apart from attending all the regular classes, you can have one-on-one mentorship separately. Like you and your mentor will sit together and you can discuss your doubts, you can get your speaking evaluated, you can get your writing evaluated in one-on-one Iconic session. So you have to pay a little extra for the Iconic subscription because you're getting one-on-one mentorship here. However, in the Plus session, all you can do is come attend classes. Definitely your essays will also be also get evaluated, but in the class itself. You do not have that privilege wherein you can sit with your one-on-one mentor like in one-on-one class and can have your doubts cleared. You can get your doubts cleared definitely in a regular class wherein there are other students as well. So yes, as I have told you that the price for 1 month of Plus subscription is 999 rupees, which earlier used to be 6,000. And if you talk about the 3-month course, it's gonna cost you 2,499 rupees. But what if I talk about the Iconic subscription? Iconic subscription for 1 month is 2,999, and for 3 months it is 3,999. Okay, you can definitely avail a 10% discount on the prices stated here if you use my code, which is Sonia10. You have to use this referral code while you are purchasing either a Plus or an Iconic subscription, and you will get a 10% discount on the prices mentioned here. And trust me, as I told you that you people have already paid 15,000 and you are somebody, let's say if you are somebody who has booked her or his exam for, let's say, January 15th or in the end of the January, please go for at least 1 month of Plus subscription and pay only 999 rupees extra to save 15,000 if you have a self doubt. अगर आपको 1% भी अपने ऊपर अभी भी डाउट है ना कि क्या मेरा रिक्वायर्ड बैंड्स आएगा, प्लीज गो बाय इट, बिकॉज by paying 1,000 rupees you might be able to save your 15,000. Otherwise अगर आपने अभी उस सेल्फ डाउट को क्लियर नहीं किया ना, तो हो सकता है you might not get your required bands and you have to sit for the exam once again, paying 15,000 once again. You will be demotivated like hell, and definitely you will be sitting for your exam again. If you are somebody like 1 month का प्लान जो है, मैं सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को सजेस्ट करती हूँ जिन्होंने ऑलरेडी एग्जाम अपना फिल कर दिया है या विद इन दिस वीक फिल करने वाले हैं. बट इफ यू आर समबडी हु हैव जस्ट स्टार्टेड देयर प्रिपरेशन, प्लीज गो फॉर 3 months. डिपेंड्स, अगर आपको 1-on-1 चाहिए तो गो फॉर Iconic. इफ यू डोंट थिंक दैट यू नीड 1-on-1, go for the Plus. And of course the charges are not that much. If you go to a local institute, of course local institute charge from somewhere starting from 4K to 12K depending upon which city, which institution you are joining. ठीक है, पंजाब के कुछ छोटे छोटे विलेज हैं जहाँ पे 4K like 4,000 per month में भी ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है. But of course the quality matters, right? You are ultimately paying 15,000 and you will want to score your required bands in one sitting. So yeah, that is all about the subscription plans that we have. and definitely consider buying or consider subscribing to Unacademy's Plus or Iconic courses. This is Unacademy's official IELTS Telegram channel. Please join it so that you do not miss out on any of the new I would say any of the upcoming offers on the subscription plans and the batches. And of course, this is my code, so use this code, referral code, to get a 10% discount on the prices that I've already told you. So that was all for today's session. I'm gonna see you very soon in my upcoming session, and if you are somebody new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any new video from the channel. Also, like it and share it with your friends. I'll see you very soon. Till then, let's crack it together.